It is important to ease your body into exercise slowly. Warming up your body will help you to avoid injury and enhance your exercise experience. The following movements will prepare your body for exercise by warming up your muscles and loosening your joints. These movements are also good for increasing circulation, supporting joint nutrition, and can help to alleviate general stiffness that is often caused by arthritis. You can also perform these movements in the morning as a great way to get your body ready for the day, or in the evening, 30 minutes before bed, to help avoid nighttime muscle cramps. Are you ready to start? Let's begin.
We are about to begin the warm-up segment of our exercise program. For these first two exercises, you're going to need a chair. If you can sit all the way back in your seat so your backs are comfortably supported by your backrests. Now we're ready to begin ankle rotations. Extend both of your legs straight out in front of you, circling your ankles in towards each other, making gentle circles, both feet rotating in towards each other. And now we're ready to switch the direction. Rotate your ankles away from each other. Again, making gentle circles, sitting nice and tall in your seat. Keep on going, two more, circle away, and next we're going to point and flex. Point the toes out and flex back in. It's point away and point back in towards your kneecaps. And point and flex. Two more. Point and flex. And last one. Point toes away, back in towards your kneecaps. You can lower your feet back to the floor. That was really, really good. The next warm-up is the seated knee extension. Be sure as you do this exercise, you keep the backs of your legs resting on the seat of your chairs. We're going to extend the right leg and bring it down, and left leg and down, and right and down, and left and down. Getting our body warmed up for the exercises to come. Few more, right and down, left and down. Two more on each side, right, left, and last one, right and left. Great job. Well done for both of you. The next warm-up is called arm swings. Be sure you keep your hips facing forward and your feet about shoulder width apart. We're going to gently move our arms from side to side, warming up our spine, torso, and shoulders. Keep on going several more times. Reminder again, hips facing forward, stand or sit nice and tall. If you're in a chair, be sure your arms are right over the armrests of your chair. Let's do two more. One and two. Great work. This is called a shoulder roll. If you're seated, gently place your hands on your thighs. If you're standing, stand nice and tall. We're ready to lift the shoulders up towards the ears, back behind you, and down. Continue lifting the shoulders up towards the ears, back behind you, and down. Don't forget, breathe normally and work at a pace that's comfortable for you. Let's do two more. Shoulders lifting up towards the ears, back behind you, and down. And last one. Shoulders lifting up towards the ears, back and down. Super job. We're going to place both hands right out in front of us and begin rotating the wrists one in towards each other, making gentle circles with our wrists rotating inward. Let's reverse the direction and rotate the wrists away from each other. Keep on going. And we're going to now place our forearms parallel with the floor, pointing the fingers up towards the ceiling and down towards the floor. Point fingers up and down, and several more times. Fingers up and down, and last two. Fingers pointing up and down, and one more. Fingers up and down. Good. Now relax. The next warm-up is for our hands and fingers. Bring your hands right out in front of you and gently flick away your fingers, starting with the wrist and flicking those fingers away. Keep on moving those fingers as you flick away. Keep your arms and hands relaxed. 2 more. And 1, and 2. And from here, we're going to play the piano right in front of us, using the fingers and thumbs at the same time. Playing the piano, making sure that the fingers are wiggling, thumbs are moving. Let's do it for another couple of seconds. Let's relax the hands down by our side. Great, we're almost done with our warm-up. The last warm-up is a neck warm-up. We're going to be doing head turns. We're going to look over our right shoulder, back to center, and left shoulder, back to center. Gently moving over towards the right shoulder, back to center, and left, back to center. 2 more times. Looking over right, center, looking towards left, and center. 1 more time. Right, center, left, and center. Great. We're all warmed up and ready for our exercise.
Stretching is one form of exercise that is often left out of an exercise routine. As we age, the range of motion in our joints often decreases. This can interfere with our ability to ambulate freely and move without restriction. As a result, our ability to perform daily tasks can also become limited. Performing light flexibility exercises can help to improve our range of motion and maintain our ability to move easily. Here are a few guidelines for doing flexibility exercises. Stretch on most days of the week. Perform each stretch 3 or 4 times, holding for 20 to 30 seconds. Remain still during the stretch. Move slowly into the position until you feel a light stretch, not pain. Breathe normally. Don't hold your breath. Wear loose-fitting, comfortable clothes. Maintain good posture throughout the stretch. A light warm-up before stretching can be helpful.
We're about to begin the stretching segment of our exercise program. We're going to start with a calf stretch. The calf stretch can be done from a seated position or from a standing position. Be sure to sit all the way back in your seat and be sure to go right behind your chair, resting your hands on the back of the chair. We're going to begin by stretching the right calf. If you're sitting, bring your right leg straight out in front of you and gently rest it on the floor. If you're standing, bring your right leg back behind you and bring your left leg forward. You're going to keep your hands on the seat of the chair and bend your front knee. Slowly bring your right foot off the floor, gently bringing your toes in towards your kneecaps. We're going to hold this stretch for about 20 to 30 seconds. Using the best posture you can, holding this and slowly lowering your right foot back down to the floor and bringing yourself back up to a nice tall position. Let's switch and stretch the left calf. Let's bring your left foot forward, gently resting it on the floor. And from the standing position, bring your left leg behind you and right knee forward. Begin to bend your right knee, pushing your shoulders and chest forward, and lift your left foot off the floor, pointing the toes into your kneecap. Let's hold this side for 20 to 30 seconds. Excellent job. How are you guys doing?
Okay. Great.
Okay, we're about to end this stretch, so come on up to a nice tall position. Lower that foot down to the floor. You did an excellent job on this stretch. The next stretch is for our hamstrings. This can be done in a seated position. Scoot yourself forward in your seat so that you have enough room to extend your right leg out in front of you, keeping that right foot relaxed, making sure that there is a right angle behind your left knee. Place your right and left hand over your left thigh. leaning forward with a nice straight back, holding that position, stretching the back of the right leg for about 20 to 30 seconds. Let's come on back up to a nice straight back. Bring your right foot back in and extend your left foot in front of you, getting ready to stretch the back of the left leg. Be sure you have a right angle behind your right knee and place one hand over the other on your right thigh. Leading with your chest, holding the stretch, making sure that that left knee is long and straight. Hold this position for 20 to 30 seconds. How you doing? And come on back up to a nice straight back, bringing that left leg back. You did a great job on this stretch. Next, we're going to do a seated chest and shoulder stretch. Bring your arms onto your armrest and slowly walk your hands to the back of your armrests and keep your palms facing inward. Begin to walk your hips forward, gently moving until you feel a stretch across your chest and through your shoulders. Let's hold this stretch for about 20 to 30 seconds. If you'd like to feel even more of a stretch, you can bring your elbows behind you. We're going to begin walking our hips back to the back seat of our chairs. You can relax your arms now as we complete this stretch. You did a great job. Excellent. Now we're going to do a side stretch. We can do this stretch from a seated position or from a standing position. If you're sitting, place your left arm on the armrest on the chair and bring your right hand right by your right ear. If you're standing, put your left hand on your hip and bring your right hand right by your right ear. We're going to reach towards that left wall with our right hand, and we're holding the stretch for about 20 to 30 seconds. And slowly coming back up and lowering that right hand down and left hand down. Now rest your right arm on the armrest and place your right hand on your right hip. Lift your left hand by your left ear, bring it right over your head and reach over your head towards the right wall with your left hand. Let's hold this stretch for 20 to 30 seconds. Bring it right back up. Bring both arms down. You did a great job. And this concludes our stretching segment.